Newsflash! Interest rates are up and unpredictable. Yeah, no shit. Anybody who's got a pulse knows that. But the question is, what does that really mean, and how do these rising rates and unpredictable market actually affect you as a buyer and seller today? Interest rates have literally doubled since January of 2022. In January, we saw an average interest rate of about 3.45%, and now we're up into the mid to high 6%. In October, we even saw a week or two where 7% interest was a real thing. What's important to note is that interest rates have never risen this high, this fast, ever. And these are some of the highest interest rates we've seen in almost 20 years. Bottom line, interest rates matter even if you're a seller, because interest rates are going to affect the monthly payment of your potential buyers. If a buyer needs to stay within a certain monthly payment for their budget, interest rates are going to have a really massive effect on that. Think of it this way: for every 1% that an interest rate goes up, a buyer loses 10% of their purchasing power. So hypothetically, if in January when rates were 3.5%, let's just say that a house for $300,000 would have an $1,800 monthly mortgage. If $1,800 is where a particular buyer needs to sit, now with rates almost doubled into the sixes, that same $1,800 mortgage might only allow a buyer to purchase a house at $210,000. That's so much buying power that has been dropped if people have to stay within that monthly budget. That's a massive shift in purchase price. If you're trying to lock into a certain monthly mortgage, you've just lost so much of your purchasing power. So as a seller, you've really got to make note of that when pricing your properties and marketing effectively. Now, as a buyer, the good news is there's a lot of programs that are coming out and resurfacing that sort of went away for a while because rates were so low in the past. Things like discount points or seller purchase 2-1 buy downs are two really popular options. There's pros and cons to them, so really dig into how long you're going to be keeping the property. But there's ways that you can get that interest rate down to keep the house you want affordable each month. Interest rates are likely going to respond to the inflation. And while I can't predict the future, what I can say is I truly believe that interest rates are not going to plummet anytime soon. And the best strategy you can take as a buyer or seller is to talk to a pro to make sure that you know all the facts and data for your local area so you can take the best course of action. Because I think the worst thing you can do is freeze and not do anything. Information is power, and what I am trying to do is to make sure that you feel empowered, because when you feel confident and you feel empowered, you can make the best decision for you. And information about the local market seems to be revolving around 3 specific things, what I'm calling the 3 I's of real estate. So hang in there, and if you need me, you know how to find me. I'm Lindsey Johnson, your resource for all things real estate. See you next time.